When patterns are broken, new worlds emerge. Welcome to the dawning of a new day, a new era in wealth management. This brief presentation is designed to introduce you to a new way of thinking about the management of your wealth and to introduce you to one of an elite group of financial advisors committed to this innovation. This approach is both a philosophy of wealth management as well as a system for its implementation. The goal is to balance participation when the markets are going up with protection when the markets are in a period of weakness or decline. We believe that the more closely you examine this approach, the more you will discover its potential to move you in the direction of your goals. On two separate occasions during a 10-year period, the stock market lost nearly half of its value. And when an investment declines by 50%, it must now increase by 100% just to return to its initial value. This concept, which illustrates the arithmetic of loss, brings to light one of these new realities of modern wealth management. Your long-term investment success may not be just impacted by what you gain when the markets increase, as much as by what you don't lose when the markets decline. Of course, there's no crystal ball to tell us if the markets will move up or down on any given day, but in reality, those minor fluctuations are not the ones to devastate our financial hopes and dreams. Rather, it's the significant and prolonged declines that can take the dreams of tomorrow and postpone them indefinitely. There is, in fact, a science that seeks to recognize the characteristics that accompany these severe movements and patterns. These technical analysis or trend-following indicators provide an independent, objective criteria for the proactive management and protection of your wealth. These measurements strive to identify the characteristics commonly present when investments are moving up in a sustainable way and also when they may be positioned for a fall. In Thomas Friedman's bestseller, The World is Flat, he says, "Don't be fooled by the calm. That's always time to change course, not when you're just about to be hit by a typhoon. The way to avoid being caught in such a storm is to identify the confluence of factors and to change course even though right now the sky is blue, the winds are gentle, and the water seems calm." Now, you may be thinking that for years we have been taught to buy and hold through all market cycles. Admittedly, the discipline of holding can protect us from the costly mistakes associated with emotional decision-making or those influenced by the inundation of today's media. Yet we must realize that the recent volatility of the markets, especially on the downside, may have turned buy and hold into buy and hope. And hope is not a strategy. There is another flaw in this outdated philosophy of wealth management. There are times when a box can become a prison. A popular service for monitoring investments evaluates them based on their peer group category or what's referred to as their style box. Whether large company growth, medium company value, small company blend, etc., each investment is evaluated based on how they perform relative to their peers. From our perspective, a box becomes a prison when the technical or trend indicators suggest that the market is in a period of fundamental weakness. During these cycles, the question should not be, how am I doing relative to my peers? But rather, should I be in the market at all? Or is this a more appropriate time to get on the sidelines and seek temporary shelter in cash or cash equivalents? While well-intended, this buy and hold model may be obsolete. During the two horrific market declines of the decade of the 2000s, nearly everything was in freefall. And even though there were a few safe harbors, the paradigm of buy and hold and the urge to stay invested left many fund managers, advisors, and their clients clinging to sinking ships. You've heard the quote that those who don't learn the lessons of history are doomed to repeat its mistakes. But history doesn't have to repeat itself. The elite advisors who are ushering in this new dawn in wealth management are serving a limited number of clients who want the discipline this approach provides. So I respectfully ask, how has your current approach worked for you? Is your future worthy of a new paradigm in the stewardship of your resources? If we survey 1,000 people after the carnage of the recent market downturns and ask what they would like to see happen if this happens again, we hear a common answer. Get me out. We're confident you will appreciate a more proactive approach to wealth management. Albert Einstein said, "Problems cannot be solved at the same level of thinking that created them." Your future deserves better thinking and strategy. Where the benchmark for success is not an index, not an average, not some arbitrary benchmark, the only measuring tool for success is the fulfillment of your life's highest values and goals. This new era represents a new path towards success, one that truly is the road less traveled. Two paths diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Which path will you choose? The one that brought you to this place, or the one that will make all the difference?